Welcome to the lecture of linear integrated circuit. So today's topic is block diagram of op-amp. So op-amp is a direct coupled high gain amplifier. So first point about op-amp is that op-amp is direct coupled high gain amplifier. Now see that I have used the word direct coupled. Direct coupled means in the op-amp each stage is connected directly to the second stage, and we are not using any coupling capacitor or bypass capacitor. So because of, as we are not using coupling and bypass capacitor, so op-amp has a high stability. So your op-amp is a direct coupled high gain amplifier. Okay. Then second point, we can use op-amp for wide range of frequency. We can use op-amp for wide range of frequency. That means your input signal can have frequency from 0 Hz to 1 megahertz. Up to this frequency range we can use the op-amp. Now let's look at the block diagram of op-amp. So we have first block as input stage. We have two inputs. First is the inverting input and second one is non-inverting input, and output is also from the input stage. We have two outputs. From input stage we have two outputs. Now first of all I will explain what is there in the input stage. So first block is the input stage. So your input stage is, it is dual input balanced output differential amplifier. Dual input balanced output differential amplifier. So what is the purpose of this dual input balanced output differential amplifier? The purpose is that it provides most of the gain. Most of the gain is provided by this dual input balanced output differential amplifier. And second purpose is it provides high input resistance. High input resistance. Now why your input resistance should be high? Because to avoid loading effect your input resistance should be high. Also, as your op-amp is a voltage gain device, so high input resistance ensures that we are amplifying input voltage signal. Then your second block is intermediate stage. Now what is intermediate stage? Your second is intermediate stage. So it is a dual input unbalanced output differential amplifier. It is dual input unbalanced output differential amplifier. So what this block is doing, it provides additional gain. It is simply providing the additional gain. That's it. Then the third block in the op-amp is level shifter. Third block is level shifter. Now what this level shifter is doing, that we will see. The third block is level shifter. So which circuit we are using? The circuit used is, it is an emitter follower. We are using emitter follower as an level shifter. क्या यूज कर रहे हैं हम? emitter follower. Now understand what this level shifter is doing. So this is your input signal. This is the peak to peak input signal. Now it is given to the input stage. So after input stage we will have the amplified input signal. We will have the amplified input signal. Again it is given to the intermediate stage. So again we have the amplified input signal. Now see that what is happening. This is your peak to peak input signal, AC signal. It is getting amplified here. Again it is getting amplified here by the after passing through the intermediate stage. But along with AC signal, some DC level is also added to the signal. This DC level also gets amplified. This DC level also gets amplified. So what this level shifter is doing, it shifts DC level near to 0 volt. So this level shifter will bring back the DC level to the 0 volt. Otherwise what you have to do, you have to use coupling capacitor. So to avoid the use of coupling capacitor, we are using level shifter. And what is the level shifter circuit? It is an emitter follower. Then the next block is output stage. Next block is output stage. So about output stage, so the next block is the output stage. So which circuit we are using for the output stage? So it is complementary push-pull amplifier. Complementary push-pull amplifier. And what output stage is doing? It provides low output resistance. So because of complementary push-pull amplifier, we have low output resistance. And second advantage of using complementary push-pull amplifier is it raises current supplying capacity to load. So it will ensure that more amount of current can be given to the load. It will increase the current supplying capacity which we want to provide it to the load. So this is the block diagram of op-amp. So first block is the input stage, and it is nothing but dual input, balanced output, differential amplifier. Now you should pay proper attention here, as it is dual input. So I have shown two inputs here, and as it is a balanced output, that means two outputs are coming. So I have shown the balanced output, because in balanced output we are taking output at the two collector terminals. So that's why I have shown two outputs coming from the balanced, from the input stage. Then second block is the intermediate stage. It is dual input, unbalanced output. So again dual input, so two inputs are there, and it is unbalanced output. In unbalanced output we take output from only one of the collector terminals, so only one output is shown here. Then your level shifter is the emitter follower. It will shift the DC level near to 0 volt. And last block is the output stage, and output stage is complementary push-pull amplifier. Okay, now I would like to show you the internal circuit of op-amp, which is not required for you, but for your understanding I would like to show you the internal circuit of op-amp. So this is the internal circuit of op-amp. So up to this we have dual input, balanced output. So you can see here two inputs are there, non-inverting input and inverting input. So these two are the inputs given to the transistor, and it is a balanced output. We are taking output at two collector terminals. This is the collector terminal. So from both the collector terminal we are taking the output, and then it is given to the dual input, unbalanced output. So it is given to the dual input, unbalanced output. So see here, two inputs are given again to the two transistors. This is the second input, which is again given to the second transistor, and it is an unbalanced output. So we are taking output from one of the collector terminal. Then after that we have the level shifter. Here is the level shifter, and here is the output of level shifter, which is given as the input to the output stage, and from here to here we have the output stage. So it is a complementary push-pull amplifier. What is your output stage? It is a complementary. Complementary, see here there are two transistors. One is the PNP transistor, another one is the NPN transistor. So the transistors are complement to each other. So it is a complementary push-pull amplifier. Just for understanding, I am showing you this diagram. So this is the internal diagram of op-amp. Now here in place of resistance RE, we have used this circuit. This circuit will ensure that the DC operating points are more stable. So this is the IC, op-amp IC MC1435. MC indicates it is manufactured by the Motorola company. MUA indicates it is manufactured by Fairchild company. Okay. So this is the internal diagram of this MC1435 op-amp IC. And so courtesy to this book, to the Motorola semiconductor company, as well this figure I have taken from Ramakant Gaikwad, so courtesy to the Ramakant Gaikwad also. So once again quickly we will revise the block diagram of op-amp. So first block is input stage. What is there in the input stage? Dual input, balanced output. So balanced output, so two outputs are coming. So second block is intermediate stage. So it is a dual input, unbalanced output. So unbalanced output, so we have just have one output. Then we have level shifter. Level shifter is emitter follower. It will bring the DC level to 0 volt. And last is the output stage. Output stage provides low output resistance and it raises current supplying capacity. And output stage is complementary push-pull amplifier. Okay, so this is the explanation. Now this together we call it as one stage. This is the second stage, and this is the last stage. This is the third stage. So op-amp is a three-stage device because the first two blocks are providing the gain. So together we call it as one stage, second stage and third stage. So in some of the books you may find op-amp is a three-stage device. Op-amp is three-stage device. Okay. And we have the inputs, inverting input and non-inverting input. Okay.